Hey guys, welcome to my home. Ta-da! Well, first of all, before we even go inside, I feel like we need a bit of a refresher on what this place looked like when I first saw it, like the very first time, so cut to that. No. Original.
Just say no. Just say
And yes, this is now not really the final result, but I didn't want to wait for it to become amazing before I showed it to you guys. So this is where we are today, and I'm really proud of the progress I've made. So yes, welcome to my home. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an overview from literally every corner. From that corner, which is straight ahead to my bathroom, on the left of that door is my bedroom. We're not gonna be doing a bedroom tour today because it needs a lot of work, like a lot more love needs to go into it. So I thought I'd show you the living area. This is what it's like right from the front door. I'm so excited. I didn't turn on those lights just because I want you to actually be able to like see the space as we're looking at it, but those are part of my shooting lights. That is my ring light, providing additional lighting because this unit doesn't have the most light. Though I have had many conversations with my landlord, and he's so amazing. He's literally gonna take out some of these ceiling panels and put in clear panels for me so I can have sunlight 24/7. Literally, I'm kind of mind blown. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you step by step through the entire house, explain everything, so buckle up. It will probably be a long one, but we're gonna start with the floors. Now, I'll insert clips of what some of the other units in this place look like because we were lucky enough, my friend and I who both moved here, were lucky enough to find it when it's still sort of under construction. So we were able to like choose a couple of finishings, change a few things. So I'll insert the floors that could have ended up here. And then you can see how amazing my actual floors are. I told the guy that I wanted everything to be white, so this is literally known as a White House. But yeah, I'm obsessed with them. I don't know why they're different sizes, if we're being honest. And I have cleaned the place very freshly, so all that brown you're seeing in the middle, that's just from construction. But you know what? I will take it. Compared to what some of these other places look like, I will take it. So I do have that tile running throughout the entire house. And then on the sides, he's used this beautiful like marble print tile that I kind of realized I talked myself out of having in my kitchen, and I'm like kicking myself for that. But yeah, we'll get to the kitchen eventually. Okay, those are my car keys and house keys, obviously. I have been stalking Instagram stores trying to find like fake plants that are affordable, and I found Mabel Homestyle, which I really like them, but their plant price was just like a bit outrageous because they sell them for $2,800. I got this one and the other one across the room for $1,500 at House of Leather, so that's where I'd get that. But this beautiful basket, this one was $1,200, and this other one that I'm keeping all the way over there was 1,700 shillings. And honestly, they're so beautiful. I have zero regrets about buying them because I was legit gonna be that person that just has a plastic thing sitting on top of something. So when I saw them style the plant this way, I was like, that is absolutely genius, absolutely amazing. So we're gonna talk about this lovely distressed antique dresser of mine that I am obsessed with. This is a dresser I mentioned in my earlier video when I told you that I get amazing things from that Nairobi Expatriates Marketplace group on Facebook. So I bought this literally like 4 years ago now on that group for 15,000 shillings. That is amazing because this thing is so huge. Like, I feel like the camera isn't giving you enough perspective on just how large it is. So I'm gonna open one drawer just so you can see. I literally can barely lift one on my own. It's not even like full, but I do have my clothes in here, and I felt like it would be such a perfect centerpiece for the sitting area. I was actually a bit worried it wouldn't fit, but it did, and it works perfectly. And I'm really trying to like declutter this upper area space. So Obviously that's my TV, that's my mirror. I don't watch TV, so I haven't used this as a TV in the longest time. I am trying to declutter this area, but I feel like I still want to keep the things that I need close by, you know. So this is my BoxyCharm box. I just shot a video using these products. I'll link it below in case you haven't watched it. I like to keep perfume handy just so when I'm leaving I can remember to squirt something on myself to smell a little fancy. I keep my laptop close because I'm constantly working, so either I'm working on videos or I'm like working, so I keep that close. I have this basket that has my former backdrops. I really like the pattern of the basket. This my grandma gave to me, so I do just use this for storage. I keep my wigs in here in case someone knocks, and I don't really have time to like run to the bedroom to grab a wig, so I just keep one handy. This is my makeup train case. At some point I was so determined to like be doing people's makeup, and I then quickly realized I don't really have the patience for that, so I just stuff my like literally 5% of my makeup collection in here. Those are all my brushes though, because I don't have too many brushes. But yeah, I am constantly building that collection up with BoxyCharm. So watch that video if you want to know how to get 12,000 shillings of makeup for 2,000 shillings. Crazy. But yes, this is my train case. I shipped this in. Very expensive to ship. If you can find it locally, I'd say do that. I did get this rug. This is the rug that I showed you in that first video. I've just decided to like style it on top of the dresser instead of like putting it on the floor because I don't want it to get dirty. That's like a nightmare for me. I can't imagine washing it and losing the beautiful fluffiness of it. So yeah, not worth it to me. I decided to just put it up here and like use it for styling purposes. As you'd have seen if you've watched my Think Twice shopping haul. Yes. So moving on to this section before we turn around to the couch. The mirror, I mentioned in another video that I did get that from House of Leather as well. That was about 5,000 shillings and it was a lot, so I did go back and forth about buying it for quite a while. Oh, hi, by the way, you're seeing me. Hi. I have no makeup on because that would have delayed the shooting of this video and I'm already losing light, so no. But yeah, I got this because it does stand up on its own. So even now it's not actually leaning on the wall. It does come with its own stand, which you can't see, but that's okay. So that's pretty amazing because at Game they do sell relatively large seeming mirrors for like 1,400 shillings. So I was like, why am I paying 5,000 for this? And then I went all the way and realized that those mirrors are short and they cut you off, and for the videos I want to do that doesn't really work, you know. So I have no regrets in getting this mirror. I absolutely adore it. These are my house shoes. These are my, not my house pants. I would not wear white in the house, but yeah. Moving on to this little basket. So much better. Oh my gosh. Oh, I haven't talked about this bag. This is a bag for my ring light. I do just keep it here because it does have all the attachments and like little extras that I need for the ring light, so I like to keep it close, and packing it away just doesn't make sense. This I got on Nairobi Expats Marketplace. Is this not the most beautiful, supposed to be bathroom stand that I now use in my sitting room that you have ever seen? It's not organized. I just keep my shooting stuff there, so I have my hair things for my wigs and for like my actual hair. I do have a cleanser just so I can keep it close and be motivated to properly clean my face before I go to sleep. I do have my camera stuff and a couple of pegs just for when I want to hang clothes and whatever. It's not arranged, so don't judge me on this. At the bottom I do have my bulbs for my many lights, so I do actually string my lights up on top of this dresser when I want to shoot a video. So it's this plus those three plus my ring light, not the overhead light just because it is warm. Don't know if you can see that. And yeah, that works for me. So turning around, you get a view of my kitchen. This is an open plan space, and that's exactly what sold me to it. So I am obsessed with how beautiful this kitchen is. I literally have not organized my dishes. I haven't really done much of that side of unpacking in this house yet. So that's what I was focused on doing this morning just for this video, so my kitchen can at least look presentable and you can actually see how lovely this counter space is. So he's used some dark marble-ish. I think this is more of a splash print thing here, and I love this. Now that marble that I was saying near the door, like along the walls, is what I think was supposed to go here, but I told him I want everything white, so I guess he overcorrected and put this instead, which kind of matches the floors, which I'm not too mad about. So I feel like since I'm already talking about it, might as well just take you into the kitchen. So there is just this little corridor here, and then you walk into the kitchen. Keep my garbage there. Those are just extra stuff that I have. Things. I bought this basket, and this basket, and and that basket that's holding my spices. I got those. And that basket, I got those in Malindi, all 5 of them. There's another tiny one in my bedroom that I use for like holding jewelry and coins and whatever. All 5 of them were 1,500 shillings. So these people who try to con you with baskets in Nairobi, tell them not today, Satan, okay? Tell them not today. So yes, this basket I got specifically for potatoes because I love fries. I literally fill it to the brim and always have fries handy. So this is me running very, very low on potatoes. So this is just a view of what my counter looks like. I absolutely love that I have excessive counter space in this house because in my last place it was so tiny and just quite useless, which is why I never even considered shooting like food content or kitchen content or stuff like that. But with a space like this that I am obsessed with, that has cabinets high enough so when I do eventually get my giant double door fridge, it will fit. I do have 2 fridges. It's a very long story. This is just my life. But yes, so this is my kitchen. We're not gonna get too up close in it just because things aren't actually perfect. I have excessive amounts of cups and dishes and whatever, so I just wanted it to look somewhat presentable from a distance so you can see how beautiful it is. What we can talk about is the cabinets. Since I told him I wanted it white, but I was kind of afraid of saying like paint everything white, including the cabinets, including literally everything. So this was kind of a fun surprise that he had for me and I was so appreciative of that. So my cabinets are a beautiful white color. Everyone else is a brown. My backsplash tiles as well, these are custom chosen for this house, which is so perfect because A, they look stunning. They just contrast so beautifully with whatever you put them next to, and B, they look amazing, like incredible next to the blue wall. So I feel like the gray in the tile complements the blue really, really perfectly. So I am actually obsessed with that. I can't wait to show you that corner. But yeah, these tiles are the same tiles that are in my bathroom, which is really exciting because it does open it up and make it seem larger. And yes, just a lot of cabinet space. Like there is so much storage in this house, it's not even normal. So yeah, storage spaces as well. And this is what the house looks like from this corner. So it is a relatively small space, but because it's so open, it does feel larger. So I'm really happy about it. It is just me in this house, so it's more than enough space for me. I have my tea things very, very handy because I make tea like non-stop, because I drink tea non-stop. So yeah, now we can move on to the living room. Oh, one thing that I should mention, even though I'm not showing you my bedroom, is that I do have a shoe rack here, so I will be keeping my most used shoes here. That is my bedroom, that is my bathroom, and we are moving on. So this is the living area. There's a lot to be explained, starting with that sheer, but we will get there eventually. There is space to put bar stools underneath this counter, but I feel like it's just a bit too much for me because I don't really plan to be sitting there or having people sit there, so it's just unnecessary. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to use the space for, but for now it does have my basket with a couple of large bags in it, and then I have a few pillows in case I need some extra support when I'm sitting on the couch. I do have this basket that is currently empty, taking suggestions on what should be in it, so let me know what you think. This is another large basket. I literally had so many baskets in my last house. I have another one on the other side of the couch, but yes, this is just holding a big bag, and I need to finalize sorting out this house, so that's what you're seeing here. This is my makeup corner, essentially. So you can see a little bit better the contrast between the tiles and the gray and the plant that just complements everything. Like I felt like I really wanted all of that color on this side, which is why the plant next to the door is a plain one, and this is the one with like the redness in the center. And with all that color, I wanted to sort of like balance it out with the whitish basket. So I love the pairing of these two. And next to the tile that's gray and white and then black, and then like this other one is just absolute perfection. I do have a couple of books there because I kind of want to pretend to be that person, you know. I do have my eyeshadow palettes here because this is my makeup section. So this entire drawer is full of makeup and skincare and just things that I need to use, need to get to. It doesn't have everything yet because I haven't arranged everything, but it is where everything is going to go. I do still have some stuff in my bedroom, and yeah, eventually this house will be ready, and I just didn't want to wait for eventually to shoot this video. Also, if you hear the noise, I am terribly sorry. There's nothing I can do. I literally have to leave the door open. I'll give you a view of this place from here. I have to leave the door open for enough light to come in so I can actually shoot this video, and I still need the extra help. So yes, this corner is my makeup corner and I love it. Absolutely adore it. This is my exercise bike, and I can actually start doing like some fitness things, which is very exciting because I haven't been on this bike in like 6 months or 16 months if we're being honest. But yeah, I love it. It is a spin bike. Holds a lot of weight, just absolute perfection. Love that. Now, I do have my ring light and my tripod right here, so I'll just turn down the brightness so you can actually see it. Yeah, it is a little dull, just forgive me for that. But this is where I store my tripod, just because folding it up and like opening it up again, it tends to become a lot of work if you're shooting multiple videos in a week. So I like to just keep it open next to the ring light, which is also usually upright, but now I've pointed it upwards so it can like light up the whole room, you know. Again, I got that ring light from CDI Gadgets for 23,000. So if you're looking to buy a genuine ring light with LED lights and not that glass that breaks literally after like 5 minutes, yeah, CDI Gadgets, definitely the place to go. This bike I got a really long time ago. I just realized that I promised to tell you the prices of things and I did not, and I'm sorry. So let me just turn up the brightness again so you can see the bike properly. This bike I got literally 3 years ago, I think, for about 30,000 shillings, which is such a good deal just because in Nakuma they were being sold at 90,000 shillings, and I was like, nah. So when I bought this, I was like, even if I don't ride it in the immediate future, at least I'll have it like for my future when I'm adulting properly, you know. I had already mentioned the basket, 1,700, the plant, 1,500 from House of Leather, and also they're running out of stock, so I think they're out of stock of the plain one, so you should go pick up this red one if you're interested. And then they also have much lighter colored plants. So now moving away from that section, we can finally talk about my couch. Okay, we'll just mention this, like, quick shout out to Game Garden City for this blanket. This is the 1,300 one that I showed you in that video that I am still obsessed with. Love how warm it is, especially now that I'm living somewhere much colder. But yes, this is my couch. Now, this couch, it kind of breaks my heart because it's absolutely perfect. I love this couch. This is the exact color I wanted, but like the guy that I got it from, he's based on City Stadium, those sides, like Decor Road. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn about recommending him to you guys just because I love the couch so much, but also it's not what we agreed on. He changed so many things without consulting me, so I find out when it's coming on the truck. And luckily, I loved this material, I love this color, but it's not what we agreed on. And then when I call him and tell him like he used the wrong material, he's like, oh, you know, when I went to the place, when I went to buy the material, they told me the other one will fade quickly, so they refused to sell it to me. And I'm like, okay, but you could have called and given me a heads up, you know? Also, the thing that I really wanted with this couch is I wanted like the lift up storage on this L-shaped side because it is a bigger side. And then when he's sending me pictures, they put the storage on this side. So it is still storage and I do still love it, but it's not what we agreed on. So I'm just going to take off these cushions and show you. But even as I show you the cushions, do you see the different colors on the different sides? Like, he's made it so hard to recommend him because I really wanted to like tell the whole world how much I love his work and blah blah blah, but then like you can see, okay, I don't know if you can actually see that the colors are very different. Let me just white balance again and then hopefully you'll be able to tell. Okay, so I don't know if that made it any better, but I'll just come really close so you can actually see the difference. This is the color that it is on one side. This is the color that it is on the other side. So it's actually darker on one side for all of them. So I guess it does give me versatility, but I wish the sides all looked like this versus looking like a little cut and pasted together, and then this little strip that they've put in the middle is also a different color. So it becomes a bit frustrating when I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't have to think so hard about like placing the cushions and arranging them, because now the ones that are facing outwards have to match, and they should all match, you know. So it's very frustrating. So oh yeah, I was removing this to show you the storage in my couch in case you also wanted to have something similar made. So obviously this is something that I made, it's not something I bought off someone, which was the original plan. And then the girl takes me in so many circles and expects me to still be interested. I'm like, keep your couch, I will go to City Stadium and just have one made, period. So this is my storage. I do have this little opening here and this opening here that already has something, and I like this. I appreciate that they made them two separate ones just to make it easier on my hands to open. But at the same time, this storage was supposed to be one long storage place as opposed to like two little ones. So I'm kind of like torn about how I feel about it. And you see again with the difference in materials, it's like he didn't buy enough material the first time around, and it happened multiple times, because this couch comes with the storage ottoman, which isn't looking the cleanest, but it came so muddy. I literally spent so much time scrubbing it and like getting it clean. I also requested that the storage ottoman be made, or rather the ottoman be made a storage ottoman, and he did do that, which is great. I really like this, but again with a difference in materials, and this time the darker one is the primary one, so it doesn't even match the rest of the couch, and it's just yeah, just take it as you will. I did have this made for about 35,000 shillings. And yeah, it's a great price. I love my couch. I'm going to use my couch forever. I've already had a friend sleep over and she says it's the most comfortable thing in the world. So love my couch, just disappointed with like the little touches. You know, the little things that drive me insane are like this black piece of thread on an all gray couch. Like, I don't understand, what is this? And it's happened in like so many other places. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but some things you just suck up and move on. Just wanted to show you another one so you can see it and know that I'm not just being a picky little bee. So yes, next we talk about the clothing rack that I showed you in the picture. This does have wheels, but it is all the way down there, so I won't be able to show you that. But I absolutely love this. It is huge. It is much bigger than the picture makes you believe, or maybe I just can't tell like dimensions from pictures. So yeah, it is huge. I love it. It fits literally so many things. And then there's a basket that I was talking about. I want to get more throws and keep them in here, but this is just a really cozy jacket that I have. Another thing that was asked, I'm just going to get all the way back here so you can actually get a view of it, is the shade of that wall is orchid blue, if I'm not wrong. My phone just dropped and I literally lost everything that was on the phone, so I can't double check, but it should be orchid blue. If you go to Crown Paints and look into the book and see the navies, that is what this is, and it is absolutely stunning. I love it. This is the best decision I made for this house, just because it matches the tile so beautifully, it matches the couch so beautifully. It just adds a really interesting focus to that side of the wall. And also I don't have a carpet, as you have probably noticed, because I can't decide what I want to go in this space. So leave me comments down below. Also, a fun little thing I haven't shown you with this couch is that it does have like a corner. You can push them obviously together, but even when you do, there is still a bit of space left in the corner. So I do hide all the ugly cables there, and I love that. I just told the guy that I wanted to be the most plain, simple thing ever, which is why everything is just flat and straight, and I love that. No dips, no curves, no fanciness, no getting creative with my couch. One color, plainest thing ever, and I'm happy. We are almost at the end of this house tour. So this is my rocking chair that I am absolutely obsessed with. I do need to have it reupholstered, so in the meantime I do just have my little throw kanga thing on it, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's just well loved. That's it. So I need to change that color because it doesn't really match with the vibe of the house, and then yeah, it'll be perfect. And then stain it black probably, or a really dark brown, we'll see. And now moving on to my windows. First of all, quick tip, if you do have a choice in where your curtain rods are placed, I I told my landlord to place them as close to the ceiling as possible, just to give the room a more lifted, like a grander look. So I love where they start all the way up there, but it does mean that the very long curtains that I have don't actually reach the ground. So my curtain situation is something that is still very much in the works, so don't judge me for that. This is a really old sheer that I had, but it's the only one that was wide enough to fit this window, so I had to use it. It's torn right in the middle, but the amazing thing that the landlord did that I can actually show you, he put privacy glass as our windows. So when I'm inside the house during the day, no one can actually see through to me, but I can see through to them. As you can see here, you can't actually see into the house through the windows. When I open them, obviously through the shears, you can see a little bit, but when they're closed, it is completely reflective on you. During the day, at night, you can see clear through, and I can see outside, but I guess my curtains are supposed to be closed. But this is where that hole is, and you can't see through it, so it's kind of worked out perfectly. And then this absolutely beautiful curtain is actually something that belonged to my mom, as well as a fridge, which is why I have two. So yeah, I just really loved it. I feel like it balances out the coolness of the blue and the grays and the whites on this side of the room versus the warmth in the curtain with like gold threading through it. I absolutely love it. And the brown furniture and like the brown dresser. So this is kind of the warm side of my room, and this is kind of the cool side of my room. So yeah, this is the view from this side. So if I'm sitting at the very edge of the couch, I can still see into the kitchen, and it's really nice. Makes it feel very cozy, very homey. Oh, I haven't mentioned the ceiling, which also contrasts so beautifully with the blue. When I first came in, there was like a brown and pink and white and just cream, just weirdness happening on the ceiling. And it's another thing that I just literally left to God. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to fight with the landlord about everything, you know. And then when I came in, he changed everything to white, because this is a white house, and I'm really grateful for that. So yes, this is me looking at the kitchen upside down, because I am beat. So I'm not even going to turn the camera towards myself, just because, again, like I said, I have no makeup on. So I'm going to go into the mirror to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I hope it wasn't a letdown. There was so much, like, I maybe overhyped this house, I don't know, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm really happy with my new space. So hopefully you guys actually enjoyed the house tour. I will have more coming, like a bedroom once I get it done, because I am having him put in shelves for my shoes, and then you'll see everything all together. So this is where I'm going to be doing my outfit of the day pictures with better lighting 100%. So yeah, this is just my home look. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'd love to hear your version of glamming this home. Also, I have nothing up. I have so many like pictures and mirrors and whatever that I want to put on the walls, but I don't want to put a nail in the wrong place and like ruin it. So that's still something I'm thinking about. Maybe putting a gallery wall on top of the TV, or just getting a bigger one and mounting it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me know, give me tips and tricks for like styling this house and making it feel more homey, though I am obsessed with it. I feel so at home in it. So yes, yeah, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.